Hello and welcome. This is the Heroes Era, and we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And let's just jump right into our game here. Last time when we left off, we had somewhat of a climactic episode where Edward overcame his blood curse that had caused him some difficulties in the past. So in doing so, you defeated the soul of a very powerful dragon. We left off there last time, and you guys ended up heading back to the fortress by the Highland Sea to rest. And Edward's curse is cured. Edward, as you struggle to sleep, you find discomfort in the warmth of your bedroll. You walk beneath the silver light of the moon and finally lay down in a snowbank, and there you find rest. So through your struggle with the soul of Rave, you do gain some boons. And so what we're going to do, you were successful in 2 out of 3 challenges against the soul of Rave. And so you can choose one of these that you want and receive that, and then you can choose one to rule out. And then we will roll for the second boon that you receive. And you will either receive Dragon's Breath, which is an icy breath, Frightful Presence, Blind Sight, Legendary Resistance with 1 daily use, Ice Walk, where you can essentially move across and climb icy surfaces without a check, Flight, where you can transform, take some damage as you do when you currently transform, but then you will gain a fly speed for an hour.
The Dragon's Breath is really cool.
Later on, you want to attune to something else, and
yeah. Frightful Presence. I have something similar to that when I transform in front of someone for the first time. So that's it's kind of an upgrade to what I have. Blindside is always a plus. I'm thinking I can eliminate the Ice Walk thing.
That one is not daily. Just for your info, but still eliminate Ice Walk. Okay.
Yeah, because I like it's cool thematically, but I feel like I have a lot of ways to work around that issue without that. Absolutely. So I think we can eliminate that one because that's the least gain.
Okay.
From me, I'm gonna take the Blind Sight for my gimme.
Wow. Okay.
Because that's probably
that, but that is very cool.
Out of all of these, that's probably the hardest thing for me to duplicate in some other way with abilities or equipment or anything like that.
Okay.
And I know how you like to be sneaky with some stuff, so
okay.
So I think I'm gonna lock in the Blind Sight, and then we can lock in the Blind Sight, eliminate the Ice Walk, and we can roll for the rest of them.
So 1 will be Dragon's Breath, 2 Frightful Presence, 3 Legendary Resistance, and 4 Flight. Okay, roll me a d4, please.
Yeah. Okay. Chris.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a win-win-win-win. 3
Legendary Resistance. Okay.
Legendary Resistance. Shoot, yeah, I'll take that.
So once daily, when you fail a saving throw, you can succeed on it instead. And keep in mind, that's also death saving throw, so it might really, come in clutch there as well. So.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
You got a human with Blind Sight. What you gonna do about that?
A fitting reward for, almost having your soul stolen.
Yeah, right.
Sure. This boy can sense with the best of them.
Ben's like, dude, you put that on there.
You earned that, like having to live through like random chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you earned that, man.
Okay, so that aside, Edward, well done in defeating your curse, and you can still, make use of the abilities that you already had mastery over. You simply are no longer affected by the light of the moon.
I love that for me.
And Petyr, as you rest and just, in some sense meditate on different things that you've been a part of lately, you do gain knowledge of Arcana. Through your participation in the ritual that preserved Shindurus' spirit, and your other studies of magic throughout your time as a sorcerer. So you will be trained in knowledge of Arcana.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
So you guys have rested at the Fortress by the Sea. No official name for this fort yet, right? Unless I made one up last session and forgot, which that could happen.
I like Fort by the Sea.
yeah, it's romantic. You guys, though, wake up, and it is a bustling fort now. There seems to have been an influx of refugees just over the course of the prior evening, as people are journeying north from Newport. You have learned in the past that place is being overrun by the undead, and many of the people, those in power there, are kind of succumbing to the demands of the Bugaisha, who are forcing them to, give sacrifice, give people over to be essentially slain to join the undead army. And so this recent influx, represents the people there who have grown tired of that and, just done what was right for them to get out of there. Word of this fortress, this encampment, is spreading, being blessed by Lunar, and it finding providing haven from the giants and the other evil forces in the area. A lot of the locals eat in a large courtyard within the fort, and among them are Gothak, who accompanied you on your hunt, Mikael, who aided in the ceremony, the ritual that got rid of Edward's curse. And Gothak actually approaches the group of you and mentions, I've had something laid on my plate, and by order of the Horde, we're to gather Rave's Horde and take it to Saginto's Peak. I'll be leaving next 10 day under the light of the moon. If you wish to join me, I'd gladly have you and pay you for your trouble. Again, I'm taking some time to gather a company. The Silver Wings will accompany me as well, but keep it in mind.
We will keep it in mind.
Mikael, in conversation with you at breakfast, reveals he has been charged with expanding west into what were Rave's hunting grounds. He's sending hunters to survey the area, and this will involve eliminating the tribe of Kobold. And the hunting party has also been charged with confirming the presence of a hag coven that is rumored to reside within the hills. These hills being called Hagskold Hills. As you do dine, preparing for the day, Desperado, a dwarven woman wearing fine robes and decadent jewels, approaches you, and it kind of, forcibly pushes you on your sternum. You look so familiar. What is your name?
I'm Desperado. I'm of the Redwood.
Of course, you are Silverado's family.
Aye, yeah, he is my brother. Yep.
Ah, your brother, and I know Silverado well. We are old friends. Forgive me. My name is Detheda. Silverado and I traveled together on several occasions. And I have actually been seeking an audience with him, although he is in a precarious position now, as I understand it.
We encountered him once in the Feywild, and he did not seem to be himself, and he did not know. I don't know. He was like his body was him, but his mind was someone else. And but I've heard of you. I have a diary of his, and I've heard he wrote quite fondly of you.
Oh,
I believe
nice
we heard you maybe in Riverside. Is that right? I think that's what we heard.
Yes, well, I had set out from Riverside to actually deliver a powerful relic to Zymor's amphitheater, and unfortunately my company, it was defeated. The pipe organ that we transported was taken, and now that is the music that you hear on the winds of the coast. The song that brings the terror played on that very organ, and I would much like to speak with Silverado. I think that he could help me and take this place, the place and the organ, back from the evil there.
Interesting. And who do you know who it was that took it, or what overthrew this group that you talk about?
The Bugaisha, their Shadar-kai warriors there, reside within Zymor's amphitheater, and they play the Song of Shadow, Song of Darkness. I don't remember which it's called, but it is the one that brings the darkness, that brings the terror. And I would instead play a much merrier tune, one more uplifting, so that it may resonate throughout the region.
And you look for help in this.
Oh yes, I'm sure that Silverado would help me. It's not that he owes me so much as that I consider him my dear friend.
It may pain to know I don't know that the Silverado that you are remembering is the one that exists currently. Something has come over his mind that is I don't know.
I do know that he was last seen at the theater. I think it's called The Face of Sorrow, and it's to the south. Perhaps when you have some time, you could look into this for me. I would gladly pay you for any help in bringing Silverado back to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can discuss with my friends, but I mean, is my kin. I would like to see him well, and if it can help you, and on the same token, right the balance in this part of the world. We have come across Bugai Shah in our travels, and putting a dent in their army would be a boon to our side of the fight, so to speak.
Yes, and he with the with Eric Ulstarter and Vincent have provided so much hope and power to the region already. If we could restore Silverado to his former glory, then that would indeed benefit all of us, I'm sure.
And anything we can do to reset the balance in the city, and drive the Bugai Shah out, and remove the shadow, and let the light of the dragon kind of retake the land. We all win in that regard. That I don't think it should be a hard sell for my friends. It's just a matter of where our priorities lie at the moment. But I know that is probably on our to-do list, so to speak.
She seems somewhat relieved. Obviously, this was heavy on her mind, and you've definitely given her some hope in the matter. And
I would just leave it that whatever glory that my brother and his friends brought to the realm, I think my friends and I would look to carry on in their name, and continue that fight that they took up and fell for.
Oh, you are one for glory. Silverado never was.
Oh, forgive me. I don't mean so much as for the glory as for the right of the people.
No, that is all right. To have ambition is not a fault.
There's much oppression in this land right now that I would like to correct. I forgive I may have misspoke, but is more the people that we fight for, and they are. It is their land that we wish to return it to, not for ourselves.
And I would ask of you the favor that I would ask of Silverado, except that the company that I traveled with last was quite powerful, and they were defeated in this endeavor, but I know that Silverado would not be, so it would truly be good if we could get him back on our side.
And in doing so would also would vanquish the darkness that plagues and this dark presence that falls down from the mountains.
The shadow of the mountain is cast by Lady Jude, but the rolling darkness, the fog that comes over the land from the northeast shore, that would be abated, yes. And we could fill the lands with another song that gives the people hope.
And it was Detheda. Are you stationed here right now? Is this where you would call your temporary residence, or are you on the road as well?
I am waiting here, and I must complete this mission before I decide to journey back to Dunlop.
And where may I find you here?
I have a small shop here. Right over there is my stall. I'm making some good money here, so I will wait for you.
I'm not going to repeat everything, but I'll tell these guys just about that.
Of course, Edward would. You literally just risked life and limb diving into his psyche to help him out, so he's obviously going to get your back on whatever you need.
Well,
as great as retirement does sound, I think we're in this until the mountain is back and the light is again restored, and we can see the gold dragon in the sky.
I mean, yeah. Desperado, realistically, retire to what? To where? I don't have. This is all I've got. Is this? So helping your brother find himself sounds like a wonderful and honorable task, and I will assist you in this, and we'll figure out the retirement later.
I assure you, Edward, when this is all over, you and I we will retreat to the Redwood, to the Dunsmuir Lake, and have a good wine and put our feet up and watch the sunset, and it will be good.
Durian is going to put a hand on Edward's shoulder and say, "Don't worry, Edward. When I die in battle, you may take care of my son Richard for me."
Speaking of Richard, Lady Leadspine and Richard approach.
It's going to be you, man.
He's not serious, is he? I don't want to.
Look, I'm fully going to die. It's going to be you.
Richard looks concerned as he hears Durian say this. And then he goes to show Petyr the magic trick that he's been working on.
Oh, wow. Has he made any progress?
He might be able to fool another child at this point. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
How is he doing that? Whoa, that was crazy.
Durian's like, wait, do it again.
Lady Leadspine says, "You're still here? It is good to see you, but I thought for sure you would have gone after Commander Hockins."
We took a nap. Took a little sleepy sleep.
Yeah.
Right, well, he set out without you, and he took with him some soldiers of the Silver Wings. And he left a message with me to deliver to you. And so I guess that it is good because you have not left without the location. But here, let me see your map. I will show you where he is gone. Come here, Abbey.
He's screaming.
Did he just give up? Oh.
She looks chunkier than she really is.
Dude, your cat is bigger than my dog.
Yep, mine too.
Okay, Abbey, you can go.
Ben just chucks this cat through the door.
She was asleep in here. I didn't know.
Aw.
So,
did you step on her, Ben?
No, she just starts bellowing. She marks on your map a road leading north off of...
I see it.
Yes.
It's next to the Fury part.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so Hetlevin's Embrace is the road that kind of circles the south of the mountains, the northernmost road here. And,
right.
She explains that you need to travel west until the road veers southwest away from the tree line, then cross the expanse of rubble there until you reach the trees.
And if I'm not mistaken, the giants are also to the west?
The giants have taken over West Coast Tavern, which is marked 13 on your map. That's directly north of you. And on your way here, along Hetlevin's Embrace, the northern road, you did run into some giants that you successfully hid from to avoid.
Right.
So it seems that they do have control over that area.
Lady Lightspine, what's your goal? What's your plan now after you've realized that we're still alive?
I was going to go to Riverside, but I can't bring myself to leave little Richard behind.
Yeah. We're kind of going... I think we're going to an active war zone. And then we're going to go help a Fey-cursed man. And then after that, go trot into a place with a bunch of giants and evil elven guys. I should pay you. I'm sorry for making you a babysitter.
No.
Taking care of Richard all the time.
That's all right.
Did we give Richard a weapon, I believe, last time, right?
Oh, yeah, we've armed him. 100%.
Yeah. We're responsible parents.
Yeah, we armed him like the first day we met him, or like an hour in, we handed him a crossbow and a
yes, he's been practicing, but he likes the magic better.
No. Don't know if he's going to be around us, that he will probably end up needing it eventually.
Yes.
Could we maybe follow along the tree lines there, stay off the road, and
it's kind of the way we came in, really.
Try and avoid the giants at West Coast. Is it West Coast Tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do my bat thing and sort of do a little scout and see if it's clear. Okay, I will do that before we head out. I'll go out and I'll use my once a day polymorph into a bat with my cloak of the bat.
Okay.
And just sort of staying in the I'd say probably staying in the canopy in the tree line, just sort of flying from tree to tree down the path towards this thing to see if there's any giants or anything else that we need to be concerned about on the way out there.
The forest is quiet below you. To the north, you see Hetlevin's Embrace, the northern road. And now and then, although it is foggy and overcast, you see the large, imposing silhouettes of giants moving along that road.
And it's not just like 2 or 3. It's a bunch of giants sort of all along.
Yeah, I mean, like your flight takes at least, minutes, as you travel through the trees. And you see more than one group of these giants, small groups, 2, 3. But you see maybe, 3 to 4 of these groups moving to and from the area around the tavern. And you see the decimation that has been wrought upon the tavern. It's been leveled to the ground, essentially. Just some of the foundation left.
So I think Desperado had the right idea. I think we need to probably stay off the main road. Try to avoid this. At some point, we are going to have to cross to get to the path. But, at that point, we we do what we have to do. I think we could take one patrol group of these giants. I don't want to fight 3 or 4 of them back to back.
Smart, yeah. And what were they? Frost giants or ill giants, or do we know?
Oh, yeah. Looks to be hill giants. So it's not the worst possible scenario, but it's still not great.
Yeah, I like the idea of staking on the tree lines and avoiding what we can.
Yes. Only cross when we need to and try to avoid anything we can at that point.
I mean, it's also the matter of raising an alarm that we're on the road, and then triggering more to come and
better prepared,
do giant things, right?
So it's a little bit over 3 miles to get to where we need to go. That's through the tree line and then up from there when we get close enough. Not too far.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't seem too bad.
So you leave the fortress and you head west to the tree line. And, different from before where you would enter the tree line and then you'd immediately be beset by icy winds, flurries of snow. Now it is calm in the absence of Rave, you all having defeated her. And your journey, although not pleasant through the high snow, there being nothing to speak of as far as trails here, it's not unpleasant. You find some solitude and calm within the forest here. After walking for some time, you hear the loud creak of wood moving behind you.
Can I slip off the path that we're on? Well, I know we're not on a path per se, but sort of slip away and try to sort of hide and flank around.
Yes. Make a stealth check for me, please.
Okay. Got that sweet new dexterity. Got to break that out. Oh, did not mean to do that with advantage, but I didn't need it anyway because that's a 25 with a nat 20.
Yeah, you quietly move off of the current course that you are all traveling, stepping even on fallen boughs and branches so that you don't make any tracks. And as you do so, you see these massive trees. As the party moves forward, focusing on the road ahead, the trees themselves lift out of the ground and move, walking across the snowy banks, keeping pace, and what looks like slow movement for them, with their long strides, their roots, torn from the ground, using them as limbs to walk upon.
Maybe I can't tell this, especially since it's just trees, but I'll ask anyway. Do they seem like they are stalking us, aggressively, or just watching us to make sure we're not doing nothing?
They seem to be moving ever closer to the party as it travels. Definitely trying to get close.
I'll regroup with the party, and just as we're walking forward without looking over my shoulder or anything, I'll just say, this is going to sound very strange, but the trees are following us, and I believe they do not want us here. And I will turn around and say, isn't that correct?
And as you turn around, suddenly the trees behind you are still, but as you call out, one of them steps forward and the bark and knots upon it appears somewhat similar to a face. And it does speak to you. That is right. We will see you out of here.
That is fine. We did not mean any disrespect. We did not mean to trespass. We are simply passing through. If you wish to escort us out, that is fine, because it just so happens we're heading that way already.
Edward, will you make a persuasion check with advantage, please?
Why do I keep talking to people? Persuasion, you said?
Yes, please.
With okay, let's see how this goes. Ooh, that's not bad for me. That's a 12. I mean, we're already doing the same thing.
Very good. Agree. No fire, no blades, and we will see you through.
No switches and no slaps, and we will leave.
And Give word to those in the fort. You are not welcome here. We are taking the wood back for ourselves.
We will pass your message along.
Do you guys know any elves?
We do not concern ourselves with the affairs of elves.
Okay.
With the dragon Rave.
Rave kept the people away. Now we will do that.
Well, I can assure you, we are not your enemies. We are friends. We mean no harm to you or your forest. We only endeavor to return the light of the Golden Dragon to these lands.
The light is good, but people are not.
You understand, but at the moment, the people are pushed out by the giants and the Bugai Shah. They where they sit, it might be is a place of not of choice, but of just the opportunity that they have been provided at this moment. But should the tides turn, I would guess that they would look to return to their home where the giants currently are sitting.
We care not. They remove our woods, our forests, and replace them with dead wood.
And I can assure you that they have done that without the realization of their impact. And that is why we will discuss it with them, and then we can all move forward in a way that works for everyone, you included. Now, I believe we were on our way out.
And they continue to tread behind you as you continue through the forest. They keep close, they allow you to pass, and you find yourselves near the ruins where you had planned to exit the forest and head north.
Well, thank you, I guess.
If you return, we shall not be so accommodating.
I can assure you, we will return, but it will be in the same manner in which we left, which is peaceful.
This one is stubborn. They turn and walk back into the forest behind them. As you continue north, you travel through the rubble of the city. The city, of course, sits in ruin, and although more than 5 years have passed since Anam's fury, the city has yet to be rebuilt because of the chaos that now inhabits it. From time to time, you hear creatures, maybe rats, maybe goblins, scurrying about in the debris. You'll see a plume of dust, a small avalanche of rubble, but the creatures are keeping enough distance that you are not able to catch sight of them. Until you hear something distinct, a commotion, like muted yells, and they seem to be coming from a nearby pile of rubble. These bricks and wood panels piled high and wide. You know, as you hear these muted yells, you, in return to that, hear a chorus of malicious cackling.
Oh, shoot. They say that they were investigating a coven nearby.
Thought that was...
I know anything about like witch covens?
It's a group of hags.
Coven.
They come in threes.
I'm gonna let my friends know that.
Oh, goody! I love hags.
And the muted yells continue as though somebody being tormented, someone who is perhaps gagged or in some way muted.
I thought they were the crazy hounds with the people's heads. Lady Jude's, you know, the dogs.
Could be a trick or a trap.
Well,
yes. But I don't think any of us are willing to ignore it for the risk of that. Well, maybe Petyr probably is, but
and we don't hold that against you, Petyr. We understand.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We love that about you.
Unfortunately, you are right, my friend Edward.
All right, let's go see what this is.
Have your wits about you.
Or something.
I'll hold up my shield. It will may alert us to anything that is not as foreseen, and my friend's eyes have changed in his ability to see things that might not be seen.
And I'm going to hold up my axe and say, I'm just going to do what I do best.
I want to separate a little bit from my group then.
Okay.
And use one of my new abilities. I picked up Eldritch Adapt.
Okay.
With my feet. And I also picked up the second level spell, Darkness. So I want to approach from a different angle so that they're not affected by that area of effect. And get closer as well.
I mean...
Okay.
Preferably stealthing.
Will you make a stealth check, please, Petyr?
Yes, sir.
You try to approach from the side to gain a vantage point, just taking a wide berth around the rubble where you hear this noise coming from.
I think in magical darkness it's considered heavily obscured. I don't know if that would give me advantage.
Okay, sure.
Edward is gonna shift and activate his Rite of the Frozen.
Okay.
And we'll also move a little bit closer, and just sort of watching Petyr to like see if he gets any signal from him or if Petyr sees anything or anything like that.
Okay. Desperado?
Yeah. And we didn't really this. So I'd be still mounted on my my elk friend, and it's got my shield up, and I'd probably just be flanking Edward, maybe give it 10 feet from Edward. I wouldn't want him to go in alone. I think it's a trap, but in case it isn't,
I'd be right behind Edward, in between him and Desperado.
Well, we're kind of like in triangle formation.
Yeah, we're advancing.
Yeah.
Okay, Petyr, you're the first to see. In the ruins here, you see a person tied up, bound, gagged, and around him are 6 tiny creatures, smaller even than you are. They appear kind of like a color like deep water, and they are outfitted and wearing weapons. Small fey creatures, no doubt, and they cackle maniacally as they prod and poke at this person who they have bound and gagged. And you recognize the person, Commander Hockins. Tied up, they're captive. His valuables seem to have been taken, and he wears only basic clothes.
From my time when I was kidnapped in the Feywild, would I recognize these creatures? Have they come across them?
They have been called Quicklings. They're mischievous and typically ally themselves with other evil, malicious beings.
I'm going to make a mental connection with Edward, and explain what they are.
And since the other two are like right behind my shoulders, as he's telling me, I'll kind of just quietly whisper back to them so we're all on the same page.
Okay. Edward, will you make a stealth check for me, please, to try to do so quietly?
Yes, there it is.
Oh yeah.
There you go, 21.
So as you do remain hidden and kind of observe this, by the time you see them, moments later, they notice this dark cloud, this shroud of darkness hanging about you. They grow wary, and all of them draw their daggers, and they begin to spread out. Some of them disappearing from sight in the rubble, 2 of them remaining by Kevin. So 4 have gone missing and 2 remain there. And if you guys would please roll initiative. So Desperado, you're first, and Edward has told you what lies around this kind of large mass of debris.
I'll move around and then proceed based on what I can see. Is that all right?
Sure. And you find this to be difficult terrain, as it is off of the path that you guys were following. Perhaps there's a footpath, game path that you were walking, following through the rubble. And you come around the corner and you see before you 2 of these creatures. Daggers drawn, no larger than 2 feet. Kind of a misty, light blue hair streaked back and dark blue skin. Pointed ears like an elf would have.
I'm gonna pull my bow up, and I'm gonna loose a couple of arrows at one of them, reaching out to my lady for divine favor as I try and make short work of these with some arrows. So it's gonna be 17 damage, 13 piercing, and 4 radiant damage.
And the creature, as it's laughing, gasps, cries out, falls slain.
Oh, nice. Quickly pulling the other arrow out of my teeth and loosing it at the one. You said there was 2 right around Kevin, right?
Yes.
I'll try and loose it at the other one.
Yep. Okay.
That's 24 to hit on the second one. Or that's 12. 1 radiant and 11 piercing damage.
And the creature falls, defeated.
When arrows hit them, it looks like they were real, like their bodies are there. They seem to be real creatures. Doesn't seem anything. They seem to have gone down quite simply. Yeah, I think this one I just stay there, but I'm just going to look around. This seems like something else is up.
You hear just the faint movement of rubble, as you have in your journey within the ruins. But you don't catch sight, and you can't quite place where any of these creatures have gone to. Edward, it is your turn.
Edward will move forward. Actually, Edward will move forward into the darkness that Petyr has cast. Right now, Edward thinks that this area that Petyr is in is just a really shadowy, kind of hard to see area because he can still see Petyr just fine. So it's not magical darkness, clearly. And so he's just I've just moved in there to kind of give myself a little bit more coverage. A little bit more cover. I mean, while I'm trying to find them, and I'm gonna sniff around for one of them. It's 18.
Sure enough, you smell them. Their odors growing faint, as though they are leaving the area. You place one. Must be on the other side of this. What is just a smashed out window? Its frame upon the ground.
I just say aloud. Just be like, the rest of them are gone. Get Kevin.
Okay.
And whatever movement I have left, I'll start moving in that direction towards him.
There doesn't appear to be any other sign of these creatures. You hear them kind of scurry off in, random directions. They're very quick, as their name would imply. As you hear them leave, they're moving much faster than any of you would be able to move.
Eventually.
I might just move over to Edward and just sort of whisper, they said Kevin left with a large company of soldiers. Something does not seem right here. We should tread lightly on this, I think.
Being who/what I am, would I be able to recognize Kevin's scent?
Yeah, you smell like a bug or you smell like a guy?
Yeah,
you can
basically
go up and sniff Kevin if you want.
It's not that I want to. It just feels like it might be necessary.
It sounds like you want to a little bit. Sure.
Shame.
So you want to see if you recognize the scent of Kevin. Okay. Make me a perception check, please.
Edward, do you
smell?
I
don't think it's noticeable enough for you to.
Okay.
Perhaps in that regard.
Edward, do you smell his urinary tract infection that he has?
I do. It's him.
Oh, it's him. Okay, we're cool.
Kevin's eyes are wide, and as he looks to the group of you, he holds his arms out, bound by rope.
How often do you get kidnapped?
Edward will reach forward with his claw and just cut the bindings.
While they're doing that, Ben, can I do a sleight of hand check to see if he has any weapons on him?
Kind of act like you're helping him up or something like that.
Yeah. Pat him down, dust him off.
Maybe steal some of his gold.
Just a little bit.
It's a tax, at this point. We're doing a public service.
It's a tip.
Rescuing Kevin.
Yeah. 17.
He seems to be unarmed. Just wearing, like knickers, I suppose, undergarments, what you would wear beneath armor.
Okay.
So, buddy.
Oh, and he pulls the gag out of his mouth. Thank the three and the many. I'm blessed that you all came.
They said you left with a large group. What happened to your men?
They were driven off. We were attacked by so many of these creatures. They got 2 of them, carried them away. I don't know if they killed them. They're unconscious. His face becomes solemn. I don't know.
And the others, they fled?
I saw 2 carried away, the other 2 running, and a number of these devil elves, what they might be, chased them, and I know not what happened.
What happened to your armor and your gear?
It was stolen. After they trapped me, they took it from me, and some of them left with it. There were so many of them, many more than the 6 or so that were here.
Sword.
Say again?
Your sword.
They took it.
We don't have like an infinite supply of stuff to arm you with. Is this it's the second time?
I think we're gonna have to charge at this point.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna need a security deposit next time.
I mean, you could see here, I killed 2 of them. And 2 there lay in the rubble, defeated, in addition to the 2 that Desperado slayed.
All right, well, what would you like to do now, Kevin? Because clearly you cannot continue on your mission unarmed and by yourself. Would you like us to help you try to reclaim your equipment, perhaps try to save your men, or do you just wish to return and regroup?
I have no idea where to begin looking. They came from nowhere, and I know these are creatures from the Feywild. I'm surprised that they would be here to begin with. I do not want to give up on the soldiers.
Of course.
Those who came with me, or those who I set out to save.
Well, you can't go rescue both of them right now.
No. And I fear that if they were unable to escape, it may be too late for them either way. These ones were just having a bit of fun with me for whatever reason. I know they would have killed me.
I mean, perhaps the others are still having their fun too.
You know which direction they went or where they came?
They went that way, and I point in the direction where I smelled them running off. I could try to track them down. I call it the scent, just as they were headed out. So I mean, we could try to track them, but I don't know how successful we'll be. Okay, can I take a look around, see if I can find the some sort of like a trail or something from the guys that ran off?
Will you make a survival check, please?
Can I help you with that?
You can.
And I'll bless you too in that, Edward.
All right.
Or guidance, yeah.
Yep. I knew what you meant.
Cool.
Are we doing survival? Ooh, I'm actually not terrible at that survival. Hey, look at that. That's a 19.
You see, many smaller footprints with a surprisingly long stride. They are indeed quick. And then you see you have trouble finding any other footprints within the rubble.
As we're just kind of off, Kevin, Edward, from the group, I have bad feeling about this Kevin. This Kevin doesn't look like the Kevin that we know.
Yeah, something is off. I don't know if it's a completely different Kevin, or if his psyche has been affected in some way, but
Okay.
but I'm not seeing any tracks out here of anything but the quicklings.
I'm gonna burn some sorcery points, Ben.
You're just burning them?
I'm so generous.
What?
Because he can.
What do you want to do, Petyr?
I'm gonna use psionic sorcery to cast second level spell detect thoughts.
Surface thoughts. I don't think they'll find any footprints. That is suspicious.
Meanwhile, outside, I haven't found any footprints. That's suspicious.
And now I'm gonna go and dive deeper and trying to look specifically for the memory of him being captured.
You see, almost as though, from his perspective, these quicklings dancing around him maniacally, tying him up, jabbing him in the gut, slapping him in the face, and binding and gagging him, and then shove him to the ground.
Okay, I'll let my allies know through our mental connection.
I'll come back over and just be like, I was not able to find the footprints of any of the soldiers. Weirdly, I was not able to find any footprints of any soldiers. Moving in, moving out. The quickling prints everywhere, but it's very strange.
I mean, being 5 of them, you would think there would be some evidence, right?
Oh, that is terrible. I was hoping we would find them.
I can't believe we gotta do this again, but what does your sword do? Your cool sword?
My family heirloom.
Yeah, what does it do?
It provides a magical light.
Can you say the word you need to say?
Kevin repeats the magical word.
Okay, alright. Just checking. Well, I can't believe you got robbed and lost all your stuff, and I'm sorry about that. I could give you, I don't know, you think you want to use an axe? I got a hammer.
I'm gonna give him a light crossbow.
Desperado, do you know any sort of magic that could help clear a muddled mind, as it were?
No, not really. Nothing.
I'm feeling okay now. Really, I appreciate you guys.
Yes, no, it's fine, Kevin. It's just I do these creatures are fey, you see, and I'm pretty sure that they've toyed with your memories at the very least. And I'm just concerned
that could be
that they might be manipulating you or something like that.
Well, I think they were just having a bit of fun, but who's to know?
Yes, but Faye's version of fun is often a bit more extreme than what we're accustomed to.
Can I take one of these slain Fey creatures and sleight of hand try to search them?
There are the 2 that Desperado slayed, and then the 2 laying in the rubble that Kevin had pointed out. Which do you search?
Anything useful would have probably been picked up already from the ones that Kevin killed. So I would search the fresh remains, looking for any maps or any letters or notes, any kind of papers or documentations.
Okay. You find a few silver coins on each of them, and then tiny daggers, what would be, even smaller than a paring knife.
He's so cute.
Durian's gonna go over and check the 2 that Kevin killed and see what wounds did him in. See what type of damage took him out.
Make a medicine check, please.
Okay. I thought, hey, look, I misread my sheet. I thought I had proficiency in that for a second. which was going to be crazy. I don't know why I would have 6.
They seem to have, stab wounds in their side. You can tell by the blood on their armor.
Man, these things are dead. I'm going to check them, run their pockets, see if they got anything.
Well, do we attempt to follow the trail that you found, Edward, and maybe that leads to Kevin's friends?
It feels like our best place to start.
Yeah, I think so.
Durian, you find a few silver coins and daggers at their sides.
Silver. Yeah. Guess I'll take it.
You said these were even smaller than I am?
Yes, about 2 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
Just little guys.
Does that make you feel better, or?
I was gonna try to steal their clothing and try to dress as them, but if they're that small,
I see. Man, you must be like a giant to them.
Can I squeeze into
it? Chris Farley, fat guy in a little coat.
Exactly.
Desperado, what did you suggest to Edward to do next? I'm sorry.
He had found a trail of where the ones retreating and were going to, that we might follow that trail, that maybe they would lead to the other soldiers.
You guys want to do that? The trail will go cold rather quickly, especially given the speed of these creatures. You can choose to do that or continue on your path.
I think we gotta at least check to see if the guys are alive. At the very least.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can find a trail and keep up with it, because I know they're small and they're quick, and so I know this is gonna be hard for me to even do. So yeah, see if it's even an option.
Make a survival check for me, Edward.
All right.
Can I help him?
You can.
Okay, I'll give you advantage, as I'm trying to look for tracks as well. While you're sniffing, I'm looking.
Oh, I forgot to take the guidance off. I'm sure that's long gone by now, so to ignore that. So it's a 16. Yeah, it's lost. They travel in these packs, but they don't stay together. They spread. They go in opposite directions. They backtrack each other. It's the way they travel is designed to make it impossible to track them. I think. It's gone. I've fully lost the trail.
Well,
something tells me we'll probably
maybe they'll find us.
See them again.
Yeah.
Especially after we took out a couple of their friends.
Yeah. I can live with that. Trekking through the woods aimlessly is not a smart endeavor for any of us. With any luck, we would go in the wrong direction and find those giants, which we were trying to get away from. So perhaps we continue towards the road and mind you, now that we found Kevin, we don't need to go to the road he was taking.
Kevin, you want a weapon of some kind? I got a few laying around.
Whatever you have to spare, a blade if you have one.
I have bladed weapons. I don't got a sword. I got axes.
That will do fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand him a spare great axe.
Would you be more comfortable with the axe or the rapier?
A rapier.
Okay, fine. Take mine.
I'll take my rapier and I'll go to hand. And as he reaches for it, I pull it back a little bit. Like, this is on loan, temporarily. When we part ways, this comes with me. Okay.
Of course.
Oh, poor Kevin.
No armor?
That I cannot spare.
Do you guys got any armor? I don't.
You don't have anything. You don't have anything on the level of the magical armor that we gave him last time?
Actually, you know what? Maybe it would be better if Kevin took my crossbow instead, since he does not have any armor. I don't know if up in the
give him both.
Yeah. How would you fare with a crossbow, Kevin?
I'm a fine shot.
All right. So I'll hand him my crossbow as well.
History would disagree, but sure.
No, that's Gothak you're thinking of.
I have failed these men, but there are those still at Yaz'trin's Weavery, and I hope to get to them so that we may aid them.
Yes.
Okay. Well, rest in peace to those guys that came with you. Let's gotta move on.
Yeah, let's head towards the Twin Rocks Road.
And you come upon Hetlevin's Embrace, the northern road that goes from west to east.
I think I'll just advance and just keep going just to get off the road and not get stomped on by some big angry giants.
Yeah. Wait. I guess I'm still keeping an eye on Kevin though, Ben. I'm still suspicious. I'm not buying what he's selling right now.
Desperado, will you make an insight check for me, please?
6.
Kevin seems a little bit out of place without his armor and his family heirloom, the sword of sharpness. You find the place that Lady Leadspine described. The large rocks split down the middle, and you see the beginning of a trail there, and beyond it, the dense forest before the foothills ascend to Sugar Bowl, the crater that was once a mountain. You know, even after the trees disappeared behind you, you've moved past the forest, and craggy rocks and boulders surround you. There are still shrubs and small trees growing here, but this land was obviously displaced during Anam's fury. And as you continue to follow Twin Rock Road, the crags and boulders begin to grow and mount on both sides of the path. As the rocks and boulders begin to kind of surround you on both sides, you see a group of rocks that seem to gather and manifest into the vague shape of a bipedal creature.
Oh.
And it pulls its arm back and hurls a stone through the air at you.
Rock thing!
And Durian, as you see this earth elemental take form and hurl a rock through the air, you can act first.
Alright, I'm gonna just run through these rocks and rubble and get up, and as he's still holding the rock in the air, I say, drop it right now! And I'm going to I'm gonna reckless attack him with my great axe, trying to go for the arm, or just some sort of balance to knock him off balance. Hey, drop it! Stop!
And this rocky formation slowly turns its what appears to be its head in your direction, and the rocks that it has lifted kind of meld into its fists, and they grow in size.
My ancestors are kind of just like kicking his ankles, you know? It seems to be focused on me anyway, so they don't really have to do too much, but they're just kind of doing what they can.
I'm mounted, but I'm going to come in with my rapier and swish swash on this beast. And then once again, calling on the blessing of Lady Valindra, I'm going to use Divine Favor and attack this thing. Let's kill it before it kills or tries to kill us.
Before it destroys Kevin.
And Desperado, this is not like striking stone with your sword. You know, this is an amalgamation of stone, dirt, and the like. And your blade finds kind of a sweet spot and cuts true. So you don't. This thing doesn't seem to have any kind of resistance to your blade.
Nice. Okay. Cool. It's like the radiant sun is like digging into the rocks of this thing.
Sure. After Desperado is Petyr.
I'm gonna form a ball of flame in my hand and shoot a firebolt.
The earth elemental raises its rocky fists and brings them down upon Durian. Rocks crash upon your back. The creature seems to lower into the ground, not even disturbing the ground beneath it. The rocks kind of crumbling and becoming a part of the earth below it. And it disappears from sight. From across the way, on the other side of the path, there are these two hills, one on either side of the path. From the top of the other path, you see a similar creature, and it pulls a rock from the ground and hurls it down into the ravine between the hills, aiming for Edward. So a 13 still will miss. But again, his hand almost seems to grow as rocks just roll up his arms, and he throws another one at you, Petyr. Take 8 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. This creature again melds into the earth, falling away. There's just a small pile of rocks where it once stood, and it's gone from sight. Edward, you're next. These creatures have melded into the earth.
I guess I'll just head over to the general area where they were at. Can I hold an attack action in case somebody pops up next to me?
Yes. Kevin readies a bolt on his crossbow, ready to fire at anything that makes itself seen.
How far away is Kevin? Is he where we all left off?
He's down on the path with Petyr. Yeah, between these two crests.
I think I'm gonna head back towards them.
Okay.
And so I'll get close to these two people that can absolutely die by a boulder falling on their head, and lose my rage as I prepare to swing at any rock creatures that try and get close. Trying to position myself between Petyr and Kevin in a equa-distance way.
Well, having seen this thing essentially just descend into the earth from where we were, Ben, I'm gonna stay poised and similar to what Edward was doing, just waiting for it to come back, and I can get a jab at something that pops back up.
Seeing how everybody's on edge regarding this, I think my best bet is going to be to bring up darkness around me and create some distance between me and my allies. So I'm going to burn a 2nd level spell slot and cast darkness again.
And the rock elemental begins to form, coming out of the earth between Durian and Kevin. This thing sees you as a threat, and it is going to try to slam into you.
Okay. Can I take a swing as he shows up? I hit him for 15.
Okay.
Oh! Beast.
Also, Kevin had a crossbow readied for him too, didn't he?
Yes. And he kind of reels on his heels as he fires this crossbow, but the bolt strikes true and gets wedged between 2 large rocks.
Did it!
Wow, dealing 10 damage.
He believed.
And the elemental tries to slam into you again, Durian. 20 will hit.
Yeah, for sure.
For 12 damage. And the creature again melds into the earth, and all that is left is a small pile of rocks where it once stood.
These guys are cheating.
The second manifests where it once stood on the hill that you have not yet gone to. So on we'll call it the right hill. And it takes form up there and heaves into the canyon 2 boulders. Aiming for Durian. And take 8 bludgeoning damage and you will be knocked prone.
Ooh. Debilitating.
And again, the creature melds into the earth, disappearing from view. And Edward, you find yourself with no visible targets. These creatures emerging only long enough to make their strikes and then disappear again.
I'm gonna go up on the right side where,
okay,
because everybody else is on the left, correct?
Right. Yes.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. So I'm gonna go up onto the right side, and I guess same as before. I'll just hold an attack for anything that pops up. We're gonna play elemental whack-a-mole. See what happens.
Okay. Kevin again readies a bolt on his crossbow, ready to fire at anything that emerges. And Durian, you're next.
I'll do the same thing with my axe. I'll get ready to swing at something that gets close to me, or Kevin.
I'm gonna draw my bow and just be poised for that thing to pop back up and put a couple of arrows into it.
I'm gonna hold action on a crossbow shot.
Okay.
So same thing as my allies. If I see something poke, I'm gonna shoot it with a crossbow.
And right next to you, Edward, where this earth elemental once stood, it begins to take form again, rising out of the earth next to you. You can make your attack if you wish.
Rawr. 26.
26 will hit.
All right. That is 10 slashing and 9 cold damage. Then I'll just growl, I guess.
And Desperado, you had your attack readied. If you wish, you can fire at that creature.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I totally will. I'll loose an arrow from my longbow. Boom, 27 to hit.
Okay, and Kevin releases his crossbow bolt. With a 10, will miss. It flies clear over you. Ahead of you, on the path within the canyon, about 30 feet ahead of you and down the hill, Desperado, the second earth elemental materializes, and it throws 2 rocks up the hill at you, Desperado.
Can I make my my attack of opportunity, or my reaction attack as well?
Nice.
Yes. Yeah,
20,
please do.
20 will hit, 16 will miss, Ben.
Okay.
Will a 22 hit?
22 will hit. And this one that is materialized ahead of you on the path, chunks of boulder and mud begin to spill out of it. It's effectively bloodied, but it does return to below the ground.
You still got to roll damage on me, Ben.
Thank you. 11 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone to the ground.
Edward's going to get really mad and do that thing that dogs do where they like pounce onto a hole because they can't
Right.
And then he's going to ready another attack action.
Kevin readies a bolt in his crossbow. Next is Durian in the middle of the path.
All right, Kevin, it's you and me. I'm just going to ready a swing if they try to come kill either of us.
I will use the other half of my movement to get back on top of my mount, and then do the same thing. Hold an arrow ready, looking up. I guess that one that was up the road, or anywhere.
Hold my action specifically for attacking the bloodied one.
And on the left ridge, right next to you, Desperado, on your mount, the effectively bloodied earth elemental rises from the ground. It's kind of like left shoulder just crumbling off as it raises its arm to slam into you.
Well, I'll have to shoot at disadvantage, but I will.
Yeah, your mount just kind of bucks in fear for a moment, and your arrow goes wide. And Petyr, you have your readied action as well.
Going to be again like crossbow at advantage, or 10 piercing damage.
Actually, I'll have Kevin's readied action as he fires a crossbow bolt up the hill with an 8 will miss. And the creature brings down its rocky paws upon you, Desperado. Even though you're on your mount, this creature is, eye to eye with you.
Right on.
A 27 to hit.
27 is good.
For 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And another 23.
Yep, that's good too.
For another 13 bludgeoning damage. Again, this creature burrows into the earth, and all that is left is just slightly displaced ground that, after it leaves, you can barely even tell that it was there. And the second creature rises in the center of the path. Edward, out of your reach, you still find yourself on the right hill. This thing has come up to confront Durian head on. And tries to slam into you. 13 from you will miss. The 16 from the elemental will miss.
Yes, we just kind of whiff at each other. Whoa.
And it tries to slam into you again with a 13. And then the creature disappears into the earth.
Yeah, I'll rush down closer to Durian because I'm realizing we're too spread out and the odds are not good. We need to group up to force it to come up where we want it to. So I'm going to get right next to Durian and then ready another attack action. And hopefully this works.
Okay. Kevin notches a bolt into his crossbow, waiting. And Durian, you're next.
I ready my axe to swing if anyone comes after our VIP, Mr. President.
Okay. And next, Desperado.
I'm going to ready to jab at this thing with my rapier, hoping he comes back up, but at least I'll have a better defense with my shield ready.
I'm going to do the same thing, Ben. I'm just going to hold action to attack with my ranged weapon if I see the bloodied one.
Petyr is the Secret Service sniper.
On the right ridge where Edward just left.
I can tell you.
An earth elemental materializes, and hurls 2 rocks, launching them down the hill. Both of them at Edward.
Rock.
12.
Nope.
And 24.
Nope. Yeah, that does.
And you'll take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
Okay. Bludgeoning is halved because I'm in my fancy form.
Must be nice.
It is. It's quite nice.
And Kevin looses his crossbow bolt with a 19 will hit for 2 damage.
Kevin.
Come on, Kevin.
Not only you're rolling with disadvantage, he's minimal.
And only a singular earth elemental appears this time. The one that was dripping mud and effectively bleeding out did not reappear. This one, again, disappears into the earth, burrowing easily. Edward, you're next.
I'm gonna hold an attack. I hope it comes up at me.
Okay. After Edward, Kevin notches his bolt on his crossbow, and then his Durian.
I need like a shotgun or something. I'll just ready another axe attack. I don't know if I want to throw a javelin necessarily. I'm just gonna bank on it getting close to me. I'll end my turn.
Nothing has popped up in my vicinity, Ben. I'm gonna use 20 points of lay on hands on myself.
Okay. Petyr, you're next.
I want to leave the dark area, but I want to do so stealthily.
Okay.
To make them think that I'm still there. And I want to see if there's like a bush or a tree that I can hide behind. Just outside of that area.
There's a small bush. Luckily, you two are small.
I'm just a little guy.
Okay, you quietly leave the Shroud of Darkness and crouch behind a bush, waiting. This earth elemental emerges again ahead of you, well ahead of you on the path, about 30 feet ahead, and hurls a rock at you, Edward. Oof.
Nope.
A second rock flies from its arms, a 27 to hit.
I gotta double check. Yeah.
You will take 11 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. The creature disappears beneath the ground again.
Just watching Edward just get stoned.
So I hate it so much.
And next is Edward.
Edward is gonna get up and rush towards where it was.
Okay.
I can't get all the way over there because I have to use half my movement to stand, so I can only get another 25 feet. And then I'll get as close as I can and ready in action.
Okay.
And
Durian, you're next.
Now the smart move would to throw a javelin or ready a javelin, but I'm calling its bluff. It's gonna show up right up next to me, so I'm gonna ready my axe. I bet that thing's gonna show up right here. It's not gonna outmind game me. I'm getting my axe ready. After
Durian is Desperado.
I'm gonna move up the pathway 30 feet. Friends, let's we're kind of, these things are just taking pot shots at us. Like let's carry on up the path, and maybe we might find a more favorable ground, or at least a ground where they struggle to do whatever it is that they're doing right now. And I'll just ready my action to strike something. But I think we need to stop giving these guys they're just having fun with us.
So I see my allies starting to move away from me. I'm gonna drop concentration on darkness. I'm gonna use my full movement to close the distance between us. If I see them, I'm going to hold action, Dissonant Whispers.
Ahead of you on the path, right between Desperado and Edward, this creature again manifests, and it reaches up with its fists to slam Edward. Edward, you can act first.
Nice. Crap. 13.
We'll miss. Desperado, you had readied an action as well.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's right there. I'm going to try and jab at it with my rapier. Strike. No, it's a 13 to hit.
Okay, fire.
And Petyr, will you, let's see.
It's a DC 15. and it's going to be forced to use its reaction to move far away from us.
Okay. The elemental dives into the earth and disappears from sight. Several moments pass, and you're used to the timing of these creatures emerging, attacking, disappearing, and nothing happens for around a minute before you realize the threat has been defeated, and these creatures have had their fill of combat with you.
Well, that was just a skirmish.
They want to live to fight another day, boys.
I'm gonna go pick up the dagger you left behind, Petyr, and hand it to you. Don't want to lose this.
Thank you.
Okay. Well fought. Kevin is frustrated alongside you, and he goes to retrieve his crossbow bolts as the din of battle has subsided. And we'll call the adventure there for this evening, and we'll resume again next Monday and see what happens then.
Nice. GG's, guys.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Still alive.
These are the enemies that
For
give
now.
me the most problems.